Hi guys, Eddie with Azure Pool Deck Design. We're here in Estero, Florida in the community of Bel Lago. We're going to look at a project that we completed last year, popping in on these clients, and I want to show you the amazing project that we were able to put together. We started out, like most projects, with the heart and soul of every pool. Everybody thinks that the pools are just everything pretty, but it takes more than that to make them function properly. So where we started with this project was upgrading the plumbing of their equipment area. The existing equipment functioned okay, but the original plumbing was outdated, the handles were rotten, they were frozen and seized up, and just didn't really flow the way it should, especially if we were going to want to add extra features down the road. So for this project, we upgraded all of the plumbing, the valve handles, we upgraded the ball valves and the control valves, and then we ended up adding additional valves to control their new water features. Then we get into the fun stuff. The design of this project was great. This couple was amazing to work with. It's funny, even when you're creating these amazing business relationships, how friendships seem to form out of thin air. This particular client has become a very close friend of the family, and our kids go to school together, and we've really founded an amazing relationship, and we're blessed to have them as friends and clients. So anyway, back to the fact that this was an amazing project to design and work with them on. They were fun right from the beginning. They were open to ideas, and they were really able to help us paint that picture to design the optimal backyard and get full utilization. In the beginning, they wanted an indoor-outdoor space where they could enjoy it in the wet weather and the dry weather, a place to cook, have an outdoor kitchen, outdoor TV. But then later on down the road, we talked about, well, what about those cool nights and possibly adding an area to have a fire pit, so we included that. And then all of the other design elements that come along with a project, and it all boils down to the little details that we try and hit along the way. So we're going to go over some of those details. One of the first details that I want to cover is their indoor-outdoor space. We have a lot of rain here in the summers of Florida, so still being able to enjoy your outdoor space during those rainy months is really important. So we created this amazing outdoor space where they could put an outdoor kitchen. We gave them a full elite panel roof with a fan beam in it, where they could put a large ceiling fan to keep the air circulating, so when it gets hot and sticky here in the summer, everybody stays cool. But then in addition, when it's raining, you've got a place to stay dry and hang out. For this family, it was an area for everybody to get outside and stay outside no matter what time of year it was, and make it a really enjoyable space. We continued that elite roof all the way over to their main lanai area, so that during those rainy months, they could go to and from their lanai without having to get wet. While we're walking through here, I wanted to touch on a couple of key design elements in the decking. One of the features that we put on all of our natural stone decks is our ghost drain system. We are able to put in a full 3-inch drain underneath our deck, which is more than enough space to handle all of our rainy months here in Florida, but it allows the water to get out of the pool area, out of the lanai, so you don't have to worry about the flooding in the home. Lots of things that typical pool builders don't think about is all of the miscellaneous little plastic items that our industry is so well known for that just don't hold up well here in Florida. The biggest one is going to be your skimmer lid. For the last couple of years, we've been installing these lids from Hide-A-Lid, where you can actually incorporate the stone decking or your paver decking or your concrete decking right into the lid so that it just disappears. It's made from T304 stainless steel, so it's going to hold up to our nice salty air down here, but we don't have to worry about it dry rotting like a typical plastic skimmer lid. Most of those lids have to get replaced every couple of years because the plastic deteriorates in the sun. So This is a key feature that we do on all of our projects, and just those little details that I feel like really separate us from a lot of the other companies out here. This client wanted to have easy access in and out of the pool area, so we wanted to make sure they still had a handrail that they could use to get in and out. Now, like most clients, they don't like the look of a typical handrail, so we had to go back and really put our brains to the problem and come up with some nice sophisticated rails. And this one, we used the S.R. Smith Artisan Series rail, which is nice and contemporary, which goes right along with the rest of the pool design here. We talked earlier about how in the plumbing, we had to pre-plan for adding water features. This pool did not have any water features before, so we incorporated fountains into the decking and followed the curvature of the pool so that they look like they've been here since the beginning. One of the things I wanted to point out is looking at our beautiful contrast between the color of the pool and the bright, clean white decking we have. This was super important to the client. It really makes a statement for the backyard. It separates the spaces, and when they look out their sliding glass door or their window, it really is a beautiful feature that everybody can enjoy. The clients already had a gas fire bowl in place, so we were able to look for colors in finish and tile that matched really, really nice with their fire bowl, which they'll run when they have parties, etc. So as we did the solid elite panel roof, we had to replace the rest of the screen cage. And like most people, they don't like the idea of being in a confined space, especially when we're talking about expanding the backyard. So when we replaced this cage, we included a large panoramic picture window so that the open space feels open. You don't feel enclosed in this tiny bird cage like you do in so many backyards in Florida. And this is a really key element. With the cage, we included the super screen, so it's really strong. It's going to hold up to the hurricane winds. It's got the really tight weave, so we don't have to deal with the no-see-um bugs that will get through your typical screens. We use stainless steel fasteners, so again, with our salty air that we have here, it's going to hold up for years and years and years. Looking out into the backyard, I talked about how we wanted to incorporate that exterior space for a fire pit. You know, here in the beautiful months in Florida when all of our snowbirds come down, everybody loves that weather, especially that nighttime weather where you can sit with your sliding glass door open and really enjoy your space. And we wanted to give this couple a place for their family to go out, roast marshmallows, enjoy a fire pit, and really enjoy that family time. As we're coming up on the spa here, I wanted to touch on the fact that, again, we try not to miss any of the little details. So when we look at the spa, they had the existing plumbing in the spa to incorporate a nice therapy jet. So when we went in and resurfaced everything, we made sure we included those good therapy jets so they can actually relax and enjoy a spa. It's just not a hot water bath. It's going to provide therapeutic relaxation when they want to get out and use it. And then if you look down in there, even down to the drain covers that we use in the spa, we make sure to incorporate our pebble top drain covers with the finish in them so that everything is seamless.